right, I'm back today after some technical difficulties, and I did finish rerooting Jade. Now, as you can probably see here, I did want her to have a part, so I ended up putting a lot of hair here to make a part line. But I have only used little sections, and she has a pony here. I've got her hair pulled back. I measured this of about 12 inches, and that is a lot of hair. I would not suggest doing too much combing at this point because it is not yet glued in the hair. But I am going to take off just a little bit of this excess. Boy, let's see if we can fit her in here because she's got a lot of hair going on here. And I'm just going to tip down here at the ends. I'm going to take about the last two sections off. Please get yourself a pair of good hair cutting scissors. I would very strongly suggest these Roseline shears. I've had mine for years and they're really worth it. Looks like they're about $100 now on Amazon. I think I paid about $75 for mine. I don't know, 15 years ago or whatever. The other thing I want to do here before I go ahead and glue her hair is to cut these bangs. And I originally had done this section back here. Where's my rat tail? Here it is. And I made this triangle, and I'm not so sure that I want to do that now. I think it looks kind of funny, so I'm going to take and just part that out of there, if I can get it here without catching that other hair. And you know, if I want to cut it, I can I can do so later. Okay, I don't think I got all of it there. I'm not sure if I want to cut that or not, but I just want to get some of this, a little bit of this excess hair out of the way. Okay, and that took me down to the first two rows there in the front, and I am going to gently just give this a cut with my, or a comb with my roller comb before I cut it. It would also be really helpful to have a third hand here, which I don't have. But I'm not going to cut these bangs to where I want them exactly right now. I'm just going to get rid of some of this excess hair. So I'm going to go down there about where her lip line is and just snip those off. Okay, and then we'll take these down when we set the hairstyle and cut those to right about the eyebrow line. I don't like my bangs too short. I want them long, but I just wanted to get rid of some of that excess hair, and I think I do like that better. I may have to put a couple more rooting plugs in up here depending on how that hair parts. So I don't know. Maybe not. Let's just play with it here a second. But no, that looks... it looks pretty good, but we'll see. Might have to put in some extra plugs. I was not able to find the resin glue that I used years ago that my friend sold. Couldn't find it anywhere, so I'm using this Fabric Tack permanent fabric adhesive bonds, fabrics, lace, glass, leather, wood, trims. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but I'm just going to squeeze some up inside the head here. And then I'm going to take a cotton swab and just try and swish that around in the head area. And with this, I mean, you're flying blind, so you're just going to have to go by feel a little bit. You know, if you put pressure on that, you can kind of, like I can tell right now, I'm up in this area. And up here. And actually, I would suggest, rather than put this in too much, to maybe let this dry and go back and put in another coat. And that's my plan. I'm going to set her outside where it's very warm here in Florida. We're supposed to actually have record temperatures here today. But my main thing is I don't want that to pool and lay in just one spot where it's really thick. So that's why I'm really moving it around here. All right, and there you can see is our used Q-tip. Okay, so I'm going to take her out and let her dry. And then I want to give her another coat of that fabric tack there. I'll put the lid back on my glue here so it doesn't dry out. Also, just a quick look. If you go back, you can reference my other videos on how to remove hair. This is another head here that I removed all the hair, and I'm going to reroot. I am just doing these for myself. I have no intention of reselling reroots at this point because it's just too hard on my hands to do this. So I'm just playing with it for fun, and I thought that I would give a demonstration specific to Bratz dolls because I've not seen that being offered. So maybe it'll be helpful. You know, if I can help one person, it will make me happy and feel worthwhile that I've made these videos. And here is Princess Chloe. That's the one that we started out with. And again, if you reference back in my videos, you can see how her hair was removed. That was the doll I worked on. And this is where I have her to this point. I just did the part because I really wanted to try it out and see what I was doing here with Jade because she did not have a part. And I had to put that in on her. Yeah, those bangs are really funky, aren't they? We're going to deal with those too. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. I don't know how other people do it, but I have a couple little tools here I think will work well. Actually, let's just do that real quick. I'm not too long-winded yet. I don't think we're okay. I got this thing. It's a wig band. It's made out of silicone. And I'm going to cut this down maybe and give this a try if that doesn't work. So it's experimental here. I'm using these little bang things that I got on Amazon. I have one here and they just stick in the hair, but I'll use a different color other than black so it'll show up on her black hair, and we'll use that because the problem is when you dip into boiling water, if you're using the band method on your bangs, they will break. The heat just does them in. So that'll be the next step, and she's going outside to dry.